prettier and has some like. There's gonna obviously be some bugs with this in the first iteration, but again, we'd rather get it to you, get your feedback on what's working, what's not working, what's missing, and then continue to iterate it versus being like, here guys, here's a finished product.
Hold it. Yeah.
So
Yo, what's up, Spoof?
Let's
I'll bring up the
switch to show it off. Click on it first before we go back.
Oh.
We're already back. It's fine.
We're already back. Just
Yeah.
click on it.
Yeah,
You're
just click on
ready?
it.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay, so this is what we have so far. So it's pretty straightforward. You'll land on this screen, which shows your builds, and you don't have any builds created. So if you click to create a build, then you can make a build. And the two
Editing
things,
your build.
Yeah, the two things that you have to fill out are starting items and final build.
Yeah.
There's no there's no verification on it to make sure that you have put in an actual valid build.
I haven't tried it. No.
You do have to put both of those both of those in, and then you can also put in a
Seems
skill
all right. Yeah.
Cool. The skill order does verify, so you can't skill things up beyond where they could based on the level.
Yes.
Right? And then if you click on add entry, then you can add new fields that have whatever description you want on them. The title, a description, and then a long description. You can put quite a lot of text into the long description, so you can explain to people like, hey, build Divine Ruin if you're against Aphrodite. You can get as complicated or as uncomplicated as you want. On the builds that I have made personally, I have my third section is usually buy wards, idiot, and then it's literally it's just Century wards and regular wards. As a note to myself, because I frequently forget to buy wards.
Right,
It's when it's right there as a thing, buy the damn wards, right?
Exactly,
it's pretty easy. So it's pretty straightforward. So if you click on one of the items.
Let's see here. We'll do the starter item first.
Yeah. So it'll show you the items. And since it's the final build, you probably want to pick the tier 2 of the starter item.
Yeah.
But say, okay, we want to start with Bumbasphere.
Yeah, Bumbasphere definitely what you want for Kali.
Yeah. And then you just click and you add the things. And it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's cool.
So it
Kinda
doesn't
clean.
take very long to set a build up once you have set up a build. Or once,
This is
once
very
you know what
good
you
for
wanna do.
new player retention.
The other thing that happens as you add things to your build, and I'm not sure this is 100% working yet, but if you go up, just pick something.
Ooh, let's see. I'm gonna go a little bit of a
First
spoil
item.
there.
Okay, so it looks like it's not updating today in depth.
Okay.
But if you go back to basically there's the list of stats on the side. If you just click on a square, there you go. So that will update to show the stats that your items are giving you.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we've been having a couple issues getting that fixed, but that should be fine by the time we go live, hopefully. The other thing, if you click on none right there,
None.
then you pick, what mode is this
Oh,
build
okay,
for?
nice,
Yeah.
cool.
If you click on Conquest, then you can pick which lane it's for.
Okay,
Or which and then you also can pick if this is for aspect or for non-aspect.
Okay, cool.
Which Kali does not have one, and we probably should have mentioned that on Kali.
Yes, yeah.
We have an idea that we're cooking on her for, but it wasn't ready for this.
Cool.
Yep. So it's pretty straightforward. You can add up to 3 extra rows. And yep, there you go. And then once you're done building it, you just click save at the bottom.
Okay, nice.
And
I'm just gonna build
just
a
click a
bunch
couple
of
things,
just
doesn't
random things. Yeah, this is not the optimal build, chat. And you said I need a starting build as well,
Yes.
correct? So that's my scuffed final build.
Okay.
Starting build. We're still gonna start with this. We're gonna
And then
start.
tier 1s are at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll probably just get the tax speeder axe.
Yep.
And then if you want to put potions on there, you can. You don't have to. And that's kind of it. And then you click save.
Nice.
And then now it's saved in your list of builds.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows what game version that build was created
Nice.
from as well. So
That's a
you
good-
can
that's-
tell
yeah.
how recently this build was
Okay, that's
last
important.
updated.
That is very important.
Now, by default, when you create a build,
That
it's
is very
just gonna
important because they
appear
had
for
this
anybody
same
else
thing
who
in
wants to
Deadlock,
see
but then
your build
but then
in
like
the community.
outdated stuff wouldn't
and
be
if you
updated.
click pin to
So like an
store,
outdated build
then
that
the
was
next
still the
time
most
you go
popular from like
into
a month
the
ago
shop,
would still
or,
be
like,
at
in-game,
the top, and it's like
that
that build
build
sucks
will
now,
just be
but like a
in the
new
auto
one
build.
wouldn't take
Not
over
auto
for it.
build.
Okay, just what
So
you
it was
see.
very
Open store,
important to
it'll be like the
have
first tab
something
you
in
see
here
will
to
be that.
push
Okay, or
new
else in
builds
match
like
you can
from the
also pick
week
which build
that were
you
highest
want to
upvoted or whatever.
use.
So
You
them
can't
having
make
the
a build
game
in
version in there, like how
that
recent
makes
this
sense.
build build is and how popular it
So
is
it's pretty,
is really important. So that way you don't get stuck with builds that are like 4 weeks, you know, behind.
realistically, we know that a lot of people will not be making builds. We
That's very
expect
important.
that most people will just
So if you're a
rely
new
on
player,
the most
right?
used
You
community
and
ranks.
I'm
So,
not trolling. I can put like
if
a
you
hey,
notice,
just so
there's
you guys
already
know,
another
this is
build
my
there,
Vulcan build. This is a
which is,
serious build, and I
Travis's
can make
build
that build,
he-
and you would
he
be able to
made.
go search for
I probably
me
wouldn't
in
recommend
my
this build either.
builds, and it would
Always
input
never
this
build,
into
never
your
own.
auto
Yes.
build function.
He was
You
just
know how
doing
right
that.
now you
But,
like if you have
but
auto
can
build
see
on,
this
it's
is
just going to
an example
build
of another build
whatever.
that you can see.
This is going to
If you
be
wanna
like
use
I
this one
want this
instead,
on,
you
and
can
it's
pin it
going
to
to
store.
auto
Store.
build this
Or if you
item in
wanna
that
riff
progression
off of this
for
build,
you
if you click
from my
copy to,
most updated
which
builds
is
if
not
I keep
working
on
yet.
top of
Okay,
them.
cool.
I thought it was working today. If you click copy to, then it will let you basically make a copy of that build.
If that
and
makes
you can
sense.
either copy that like on this same god and make your own collie build, or you can be like, oh, this build looks cool. I want to use this on Nemesis.
Yeah.
And then you can copy it to Nemesis.
Cool.
So there's and like the builds are going to be ranked by the number of people that have favorited them.
Cool.
So it's just the more favorites, the more that a build will be pushed to the top. And then you can sort.
So I can
in-game
go through
based
and be like, hey,
on,
this is my
like,
soul
it'll
build.
sort in-game
You
based
start
on, like,
with
the role that you're
conduit
playing and
in
the god
tier
you're playing and
1
things
of like the
that.
little
If
pink
you wanna go
diamond,
in-game
and then you
now,
grab 3
just go ahead and
potions
practice,
and go
actually.
beads.
Should work
And
fine.
then it's going to go into
And then open the item store. And then click on the lightning bolt first, top. So that is your build
Yeah.
that you made. And then if you click
So
on
it's right there.
your
That's all you
god
need.
builder, oh, sorry. So that's the default build because you didn't
Yes,
have a
that
build
one,
select.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So now if you pick one of these and say pin this build, then
Yep, there,
There
it
we
is.
go. Cool.
shows you
There's
that
your build.
See,
And
so
then
you'll be able
also
to
if
put
you-
that right in
did
there.
you
It'll
pick,
have the items you
how
need
to
in there.
level
You don't need to
skills?
figure
I
out
did
anything
not.
else.
Go
So
to
if you're a new
Travis's
player,
build, as he did.
you can just go to God Builder, select Chris's build that you like for
and
soul,
build,
literally
and
put
then,
input
close
build,
this.
and then it'll just go into the
Then
recommended
you'll
tab,
see
and you'll
on
just
your
be able to
skills,
double click on it every
there's
time
a
you go
little
back to base,
pin
and you're all
that
set.
says this is the
What
next
you should
skill
level.
that you should level up.
You can
according
search
to your
anyone's
stats.
builds. You
Cool.
can search
So,
mine. You can search Incons. You
it's,
could go to Zapman's
uh,
carry builds, and you
I
can
think
just
it's
say,
pretty
I like
cool.
that
There's a
one, and
lot
you'll
of new
just put it in your
functionality
recommended
compared
tab,
to
and it
what
will
we
just
used
give
to
you
have.
the list of
Right.
items you need in the order he buys it, and you're good. You just
Again,
move on.
as you can tell.
So
still
if
a
you're
little bit
somebody
early,
that's like,
but we
you
thought
know,
it was
like
better
one of the
to
worst parts of
get a
retention for
version of
Smite
this
players
out
is
to
like,
you and get some
I want to
feedback
come back
on
and play
what feels
Smite,
good,
but
what
I
doesn't feel
don't
good,
want
what
to
features are missing.
like,
Right.
what is
And
the
then
meta?
continue
What
to
are the
iterate from
builds,
there.
right? I don't
So
even know what these
it's,
items do,
I feel
right?
like
It's like it
it's
makes it
a
hard
really
not
good
only to
step
start
in the
playing
right
the game, but
direction. Again,
sometimes
not
it makes
done
it
yet,
hard
but,
to even
hopefully
come back
you
to
all
the
are as
game.
excited
It's
for
like,
this
Bo, I
feature
don't
as
want
I
to.
am.
Right.
I
yeah.
don't wanna
lots of
go
big
and
steps.
blah,
I
blah,
know
blah,
it was a
blah,
huge
right?
amount of work from the team, so
I don't want to
super
go
excited
and
to get
learn
this
like
first
what am I
iteration
supposed to be
out to
building
players.
here?
They
Auto
can
build
start
doesn't
making
really
builds,
work that
taking
well,
them-
right?
taking them into
This
game
is
and
a
using them and,
solution for new
hopefully be
players.
really
It's a
successful.
solution
Yeah,
for
if you
returning
go to,
players.
oh,
It's
you're
a solution
on
for,
something
no
else,
offense,
yeah.
lazy
But yeah,
players. Like I don't want to keep up on
I
builds.
literally, like, I
Just
was
give me the new
playing,
build. That's all,
Kali,
right? Just give me the new build. I don't want to
Kali, I was
read
playing,
shit. I don't care what the
Athena
items do.
Jungle
Just let me
the other
play.
day, in a play
And this
test,
is better.
and I was like, I don't really know what I should
This
build.
takes
So
away
I went to,
the
because we
main
don't have, like,
frustration
community
that I
hosts yet 'cause
hear
we're in
from
dev.
people, which
I went
is
to
the
Inbound's,
building
like,
sucks,
build
and
sheet,
it doesn't
and I copied
actually
his
suck.
build
They
for
just
Athena
don't like that they
into,
have to learn new
the
things.
God builder.
Yep.
They
And I
don't
was
like that
oh
they
my
have
God,
to
this is
understand the
easiest it's ever
difference
been.